Hi, my name's Dan Caldwell. I'm a middle school science teacher. I've been teaching middle school science for the last 9 years. About 2 years ago, I began working in my spare time on a project that I call sciTunes, a human body curriculum. This curriculum uses music that I wrote and video games that I created to teach science to 7th through 12th graders. When I heard about the STEM challenge for pre-K through 5th graders, I thought it would be a great opportunity to make games that would be easier for younger children to play, but just as engaging and just as scientifically accurate. So this is my game, a sciTunes human body adventure. I thank you for considering it.
And my cells are made.
I'm Owen and I'm 5 years old. And I'm in kindergarten.
All right.
Yeehaw, I'm a red blood cell. O2, I circulate. Some say I'm a redneck blood cell, but I got a job and I can't be late.
Blood Kart Racing is a fun little racing game in which the learner drives a red blood cell through the circulatory system. This game has a simple control system. The learner clicks the mouse and the red blood cell follows, making it suitable for learners of all ages. The learning outcomes are the circulatory system carries blood throughout the body so that red blood cells can bring oxygen to the cells throughout the body, allowing them to get energy.
Then I do it all again. Yeehaw, I'm a red blood cell. O2, I circulate. Some say.
Dispatch, we got a 1027 breaking and entering in progress. Roger that. Have you identified the suspect? We got a pathogen with a capsule and a foot gel. I'm thinking bacteria. Roger that.
You get one more team. Cool. Oh yeah, you're getting them. You're taking them out. You're getting rid of them. Getting rid of those germs.
It's time for immune defense. Are you ready?
Looks like we did not wash our hands. Now we have a major germ infection. Go get those bacteria and gobble them up. Click your mouse and a white blood cell will follow your lead.
Immune defense uses the same control system as Blood Kart Racing. This is so students can focus on the learning experience and not have to try to learn a new control system. In this game, the learner controls a white blood cell, and the object is to gobble up all of the bacteria that have infected the body. The learning outcomes for this game are that white blood cells are a type of cell in the body that have the job of destroying germs. Students will also learn that germs cause your temperature to rise, and that white blood cells play an important role in healing.
Great work! The body is germ-free thanks to you!
It's time for
Press the space bar to fire an antibody. It takes 3 direct hits to destroy a virus. Click your mouse and a white blood cell will follow your lead.
Dispatch, we got a 1027 breaking and entering in progress. Roger that. Have you identified the suspect? We got a pathogen with a capsule and a foot gel.
In the second level of immune defense, the learner controls a white blood cell that shoots antibodies at viruses. The learning outcome is that there are different types of germs that need to be fought by white blood cells in different ways. In this case, viruses are fought with antibodies and bacteria are gobbled up by white blood cells.
Great work!
I got neurons in my brain. They make me move, they sense my pain. They send messages when I think. When they don't connect, I go insane. Sing it! I got neurons in my brain. They make me move, they sense my pain. They send messages when I think. When they don't connect, I go insane.
In nerve control, the learner draws a nerve from the brain to a certain part of the body that has a target on it that matches the color of the nerve impulse that's going to travel there along the nerve. The idea behind the game is to teach students that nerves carry messages from the brain to the rest of the body. Students will also learn that to keep your nervous system healthy, you should avoid things like alcohol, drugs, and smoking. They will also learn that you can improve your nervous system by doing things like being creative, wearing a helmet, reading, playing a musical instrument, solving problems, and so on.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be a piece of food on a trip through the digestive system? I'd like to think it'd be one wild ride. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Takes guts to break it down. It takes guts to soak it up. Sometimes my guts make funny sounds. Yeah, no one digs me 'cause of my barbaric me. And that's why no one hangs around. I blame it on my guts.
In the first half of It Takes Guts, the learner is in the stomach, and the job here is to simply shoot acid pumps at the food to break it down, so it could go on to the small intestines.
Head down the esophagus, past the epiglottis, down to the stomach where the latest hot spot is.
The second half of this game takes place in the small intestines. The partially digested food from the stomach enters the small intestines and is squirted by green bile. The player then clicks on the different villi, which have little buttons below them or above them, and this causes them to absorb the digested food into the bloodstream where it can go and be used by the cells in the body. The two main learning outcomes for this game are that your digestive system breaks down the food and that your small intestines have the job of soaking it up so that your body can use it.
Oh lordy, lordy, here come the intestines. It's time for some chemical digestion. I just got squirted in the face with Bone Thugs. Give a shout out to your bones for protecting you from them sticks and stones. Your vertebrae in your back protects your spinal cord from getting whacked. Your skull, also known as the cranium, protects your brain from going insanium. Puff out your rib cage and pound on your chest. Protects your heart and lungs and all the rest. And I'm a bone thug, I'm your skeleton. Roll with me or you look like gelatin. So wave your phalanges up in the air and wave them around like you just don't.
In Skeleton Tower Builder, the learner will watch the bone be pulled back and forth by a pair of muscles, which shows how muscles actually work. They always work in pairs. Then, when the bone is above the tower they're building, they simply click on it to build a hopefully sturdy tower of bones, which is the other point of this game, which is to teach kids that your skeleton has the job of keeping you standing tall and stable.
Like you just don't care, feel the rhythm, feel the beat, get on the dance floor and move your feet, move them hinge joints in your knees, move them right. Know the food pyramid. To be a healthy kid, it takes good nutrition to fuel your ambitions. Know the food pyramid. To be a healthy kid, it takes good nutrition to fuel your ambitions now. Triangle says eat your grains full of complex carbs to give you energy, so eat multi-grain bread and you can eat lots of brown rice and whole wheat pasta, but try not to eat too many simple carbs like white flour, white rice, high in starch. Know the food pyramid. To be a healthy kid, it takes good nutrition to fuel your ambitions. Know the food pyramid. To be a healthy kid, it takes good nutrition to fuel your ambitions now.
In Junk Food Destroyer, the learner simply clicks on junk food to get rid of it. This will cause the healthy food group to fall, and the object of the game is to get it to land on the plate. It's a very fun, simple physics game, but it teaches the point that you should eat healthy foods based on the food pyramid and not junk food.
Potatoes know the food pyramid. To be a healthy kid, it takes good nutrition to fuel your...
The video game prototype that you just saw is just the beginning. The plan is to develop a comprehensive curriculum that ties the video games into the other lessons in the classroom. This is going to be done with a CD. Here's our middle school CD that has 11 songs about each system of the human body. And there will also be a companion book for each student. And again, this is the middle school version of it. Our plan is to do take the same approach with the game that you just saw for elementary students, so that the curriculum is comprehensive and the video games are tied directly into other activities such as creative writing, reading, group activities, vocabulary, and the music itself ends up functioning as the notes. So for example, in this book, the beginning of each chapter, we'll start with the lyrics to the songs with places for the students to write in the key vocabulary. Diagrams that are scientifically accurate, yet also at an appropriate age level for kids as far as their interest level. You can see, and here's a middle school video game that is tied into the book itself with the graphics from the game. This is done in other places. Here's a creative writing activity. This same approach will be used with elementary students, and of course it will be at an elementary level, whereas this is the middle school, at a middle school level. So we have big plans for sciTunes and for this game, and we really appreciate you considering our project. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no one takes me 'cause of my over knee. That's why